Hi everybody, Patty Ann here. Look at this cute little mug I'm using today. It's perfect for our still snowy western North Carolina weather here in December. I think it's December 16th. Have a sip of my tea before I get started. Okay, let's see, where should I put him so I don't spill him. I went to Hobby Lobby. No, I didn't. I went to Joann's yesterday, and I bought some more Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. I wanted to buy it on the bolt, but it wasn't available, so I just bought this small package. It's a 1-yard package, and it'll serve me for quite a few projects probably. Additionally, I got this because I'm going to try this to see if I can use this for the iron-on print and cut, and then iron-on transfers onto a t-shirt. Okay, this has got, it's for dark fabrics, and I think it has 5 sheets in it, so I'm going to try this. But the reason why I'm here today is this. I also bought 2 different types of what I feel is permanent vinyl, the Cricut premium vinyl and Joann's brand of vinyl permanent adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little test to see how well each cuts and how well each weeds and how well each is able to be picked up with my transfer paper. So hang on and I'll get started. Okay, before I got started, I found something onto which I can put some of this permanent black vinyl. These are identical. I got these at the dollar store last year. If you'll notice, it says it fits an iPhone 7 Plus. I no longer have that phone, but I'll still make this. And hey, if somebody wants it, text me and let me know, and I'll send it to you in an email if it turns out cute. Have the blue or the coppery orangey color. So of course, the very first thing I'll do with these, as always, is get out my alcohol. And remember, I like to use the 91% alcohol. You have to hunt around for this a little bit, but you should be able to find it in your drugstore. I'm going to use this to clean off all the residue, and I think this is part of the reason why I've been successful with having all my vinyl stay on my regular mugs that I've been doing and not using anything fancy afterwards. So I just wipe these off really well. Don't want any fingerprint smudges or any kind of dirt. Here, it's squeaky clean now. Hear that? Squeaky. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, and I actually have already done this, and I should have done it for you before I just cleaned them, is I'm going to measure how much area I have to work on. So I know I have about 2 inches by about 4 inches. So now meet me over at Design Space, and I'll start figuring out what in the world we can put on here. Now I want to put the same thing on both so the test is fair. And on one I'll have Cricut vinyl, and on the other one I'll have the Joann's vinyl. Okay, here you can see I've brought in a shape. Remember, over here on the left hand side you get a shape. I got the square, and then I changed it to a rectangle. So up here at the top I changed it so it would be 2 inches wide. I unlocked the lock, of course, so that I could change these independently. So one was 2 inches wide by 4 inches tall, and this is what I have. Now, I personally don't like working on this black, dark gray screen or image. So I'm going to come over here to the right-hand side in the Layers panel, click on this little circle, and I'm going to change it maybe to a cream. Let's see how I like that. Yeah, cream color works fine. All right, so let's see. Now I have to figure out what in the world do I want to put on this. Okay, I think I'll just look and see what images come for free in Access. So I'm going to come down here on the lower left, or on the left-hand side, right about in the center where it says Images. Click on that. I could come up here to Cartridges if I wanted to and see what I like. Scroll around through here a little bit. Now remember, my thing is just going to be solid black. Okay, I've just decided to go with this bear silhouette at the sun because I love bears. You know, I have them in the neighborhood here in Western North Carolina. So I need to make 2 of them, so I'm going to duplicate him, but let's see, I'm going to duplicate him. So now I have 2. I'm going to put this one way over on the other side of my mat, and actually I don't need to do that now, I can arrange it later. But what I do need to do now is I need to go ahead and attach that because I want those to print together on one sheet. Oopsie. And I need to attach these. Attach this over in the lower right hand corner, the word attach, because I want them to print on the same sheet. So then I'm going to go to make it and notice how they are, and I am going to move this guy way over here to the opposite side, and this one is here on this side, and then I'm going to go continue. And I'm going to select my device, and I have it on vinyl already over there, so it's ready to go. So if you come down here, you'll see I have 2 pieces of vinyl on here, and this one I can see has some wrinkles in it that need to be squeegeed out. This one on the right is the Joann's vinyl, and this one on the left is the Cricut. And then I'm just going to go over and put them into my machine, and I'll be right back when they're done cutting. Okay, they're done cutting. I have my weeding tools available, my pen, and some other tools if I should need them. And I also have my Cricut transfer paper. Still that old stuff, y'all. I hope it works. So let's get started. The first one over here, just pull this all the way off, is the Cricut. And this one over here is the Joann's. Okay, so far they both came off the mat perfectly. Now let's see. Here we go. Start with this tool. And I've told you before, again and again and again, I love to weed. I know a lot of people don't. To me, the hardest part, as I always say, is just getting it started. Okay, now I'm just going to start weeding. Just gently pulling down at an angle. Look how nice this is weeding. This is the Cricut. Okay, that came out perfectly. And I guess I'll take out the center little part of this sun. There we go. Okay, that's the Cricut. That turned out really nice. Now let's try the Joann's. Start pulling. Nice and easy. Look at that. Just as easy. This Joann's, the reason why I wanted to try this, because it was a lot cheaper than the Cricut, but I wasn't sure how it would work. So far, looks great. So now let's see. I'm going to do the Cricut one first. Cricut. And take my transfer paper. I guess I'll put it on the blue one. So I'm just going to put this down on here. And then smooth it on with my squeegee. And take it off. I might have to work at this a little bit, y'all, because remember, this is that really old transfer tape that I refuse to let die. Once you can get a little part of a item started, then it's easy. There we go. And then you just keep peeling it off. Okay, that was easy peasy. Get rid of that. And now remember, I cleaned this off really well with the alcohol. I'm going to put this right there. Squeegee it on. I just noticed something. The sun is down at the ground. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, let's see how this is going to work. Ah, perfect. Look at that. Just perfectly. Okay, this is the Cricut. Now I notice I do have some bubbles in there, so let's see if I can work those out just a little bit with this or my finger. Sometimes what I do is this. I'm not sure why I have those bubbles. Come on, all the way. I wonder if it's because this thing I was putting is almost so flexible. Well, I can work at that, and I can pretty much get those bubbles out of there. They're going away. But, so I don't have to spend all that much time on this to show you. There he is. You can see the bubbles, though, that I need to work out. But he turned out pretty cute. I don't know why I put the sun where I did. Okay, here's the second one. This is the Joann's. Yeah. And let's put this on here. Squeegee it on. And let's see how it comes off. Perfectly. Very easy. This is the Joann's permanent. Put it on here. Squeegee it on. I'm not changing how I'm doing it so they'll both be alike. I wonder if this one will have bubbles like the other one. You see how when I push on this it moves a lot, so I don't know if that's why that happened. Well, let's see if it's going to happen again. Well, I don't know what I did differently that time, but there are no bubbles. But anyway, this is the Joann, and this is the Cricut. So they turned out really nicely. Both of them did. I'm not sure. I might redo this one to see if I can take this off quickly before it gets... Oh boy, it's on there pretty good. See if I can get it off, and I'll cut one more out and see if I can get it to come on properly, like the Joann one did, without any bubbling whatsoever. So I don't know if it was user error or if it had something to do with this. But let me get my alcohol back out again, because you know I had my grubby little paws all over this. Clean this off again. I don't want to have any fingernail or any fingerprints on here, any oils. Okay, there we go. Dry it up. Squeaky clean again. Put the lid on this before I spill it. And let me cut one more piece of the vinyl, Cricut vinyl, on here. So let's see, which one's the Cricut? This one is the Cricut. Okay, this is, there we go, the one I'd already started. So I'll cut another piece, and who knows, maybe I had bubbles in the piece if I didn't get them all out on the mat. So let's give this a fair try. Put this down, get rid of all the bubbles that could be in here. It's looking good. I don't see any bubbles right now, but I'm going to hold it up at an angle and look. That looks perfect. Okay, I'm going to send this, finish. I'm going to go back to my original version and send it, do it again. I'm going to hide one of them, one set. Okay. And now I'm going to make it. And so there he is over there to be made, and it's on my mat, so I'm going to go continue. And so I'll take this to my machine and get it started. Okay, I didn't change anything. As a matter of fact, I left the sun right where it is. So I'm cutting this one because I do want to give it a fair test. So far, I'd say that I really like how well the one from Joann's that turned out really nicely. It'd be cute if I had some initials up here or something to personalize it. Okay, that's almost done. Okay, here is take 2 for the Cricut vinyl. Hoping this will work out better, and maybe it was just user error the first time around. You start this one. I just think that's a piece of blank paper. I can easily start. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to start weeding. The weeding, when I weeded it, it looked fine. But I must have done something wrong. It had to have been user error for all those bubbles. I'll get that circle out. Okay. Could move the sun, but I'll make it exactly like the other one. Alright, so get my transfer paper out. Put it on. Gonna really adhere it down well. Make sure that wasn't what it was. Okay. Okay, it's coming up beautifully. Whoops, was. Okay, now bring this guy over here. Put him right on there. And just start squeegeeing him on. And again, you see how this is denting down when I do it? Since it's hollow, it'd probably be better if I had something under it. Well, hopefully, this time it'd be bubble free. So far, so good. Okay. Well, 1 or 2 little bubbles, but nothing like what I had before. Let's see, what can I do? So I'm not sure what's up with that. There's a few bubbles still showing up on this one. It's not bad though. But anyway, I'd say all in all that both of these are equal to each other. The Joann one that's permanent was a lot cheaper than the one that's from Cricut. I don't know really how well they'll hold up. That would probably be another good experiment to do. So maybe I will do that. Just kind of put these in and out of my pocket for a week or two as if I had a phone in them and see what happens. But of course I won't do anything with them until I let them cure for like 48 hours, and then I'll start messing with them. So anyway, so far the test is they're equal. Joann's and Cricut. But I'll fill you in and let you know, maybe in the comment section below, how it turns out in a couple weeks. So thanks for joining me, y'all. Hey, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it.